This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, hi, good morning. Please confirm, are you able to hear me and see my screen? So my voice is clear, right? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, hi,
Thank you
good
very much.
morning.
Yeah, hi. Okay, so hi, this is Vivek. Just let me share my, yes, I'm already sharing my screen. Just give a minute. We'll go through the slides before that. I have nearly 10 plus of years experience. So currently I'm working with one of the leading bank, US-based bank. So I have an experience with multiple automation tools like Selenium, Cypress, Protractor, yeah, like that. Selenium with Java, Selenium with Python, Selenium with C Sharp. So I used to work with multiple frameworks, and I used to contribute to in the development of different types of frameworks also. So I'm in teaching field from last 6 years. Uh, so that is something about myself. Then, so what is an automation? So before going that, yes, what is an automation? So before going to that, why, what exactly we are going to be doing automation? So generally in market you can able to hear about different types of automations, different types of automation. So automation is nothing but a simple thing. Whenever I'm talking about the test automation, I'm talking about the automation word which used in the software industry. So automation is nothing but whenever we are trying to automate, whenever we are trying to test a software by using another software. That's it. Whenever you're trying to test a software by using another software, whenever you're trying to validate the functionality of a software by using another software, whenever you're going to be check is the software achieves your requirements or not by using another software, is an automation. So generally in market you can able to hear about the different types of automation tools. So generally these days are like Selenium, Cypress, Automation Anywhere, Blue Prism, UiPath, RPA. These are very common words people use to hear. So that like what is meant with this is that automation. What we are going to be learn here, there's automation or robotic process automation, both are same. Yes, what exactly we are going to be do here? So we are having the different types of automations in the software industry. So what type of automation we are going to be learn? What we are going to be do with that type of automation? In which scenario? In which phase is going to be help the organization? Yes. The first thing is a functional automation or traditional automation. The, yes, this is some kind of old word we used to hear. Yes, here another one is a process automation. So exactly. So what is the difference between these two automation? Even functional automation is also an automation. Here, process automation is an also an automation. So in the both the scenarios, we are using a software we to automate some process. automate some process. So, like, just I want to validate something. So, if you want to validate something, then you have to do some process. Then only you will get that result. That result, what we get, we are validating that result with the expected result. Then only we can able to tell yes. Then only we can able to tell yes, our execution was successful or our result was successful, right? So here in traditional automation, in process automation, both the things, one main difference here, the intention of using the software automation is different. The main intention of using a automation software is different here. While we're talking about the functional automation, the main intention of a user to automate the process for validating the results. Just here we are using for validation of output. So the main intention is testing. Yes. Just we are going to be validating some of the flow, and we are going to get some end result. We are fetching that end result and we are comparing that end result with the expected result. Then we are going to be tell we are going to be make that is pass or fail based on the matching. That is the functional automation. Like if you see here, Selenium, HPFT, Cypress, Protractor, Test Complete, RFT. Yes, these are the different types of tools we are having for the functional automation. Then next one, process automation. Yes, this is also automation. Here also we are going to be automate one application by using another application, one software by using another software, just like how we did in functional automation here. But our main mode is not a validation of output. It's not here. Our main mode is not a functional testing the software. Here, our motto is to validate, to automate the end-to-end functionality. So for those scenarios, we are having some different automation tools. So these all the tools are developed on top of a or artificial intelligence. That's why, like if you see here, these type of automation process automation tools are a bit costly, very cost, not bit costly, so very costly when compared to our normal software, automation softwares. Why? Because those all are developed on top of AI. Okay, so some of the examples for that automation anyway, Blue Prism and UiPath. These are things. So in this course, we are going to be talking about the functional automation. So here, our motto is to validate is that application working fine or not as per our expectations. Yes. So what is an automation? Is the same thing what we discussed whenever we are using automation tool to automate a test case, execute them, and finally compare the actual result against the expected result. The same thing what we discussed. So why the main question coming into the picture here, most of the people used to ask, is an automation testing is going to be replace the functional testing? That's nothing but a manual testing. It's not at all. Not at all. The automation testing is going to be reduce the using of manual resources, but it's not going to be replaced entirely. It's not possible. Why? Because this automation itself is having their own limitations. So some of the test cases is there, some test case is there. No need to execute every time. It's a single time validation. So for single time validation, validating them using the manual resource is a cost effective. That is the best scenario. Like what we are going to be automate, the scenarios which we are going to be execute repeatedly on that application, those type of things only we are going to be execute. Those type of things only we are going to be validate here. So we are not going to be validate each and everything or each and everything which is enough to validate only once. Just we are going to be validate the things which we have to do on regular basis or some intervals repeatedly. Yes, these things only we are supposed to be. Okay, if that is a scenario, That is a scenario. Like most of the people, you might be most of the people may aware about the smoke testing, unit testing, sanity testing, regression testing, retesting. Yes, most of the people may hear about these type of testings. So these are the testing concepts. These are things. So here, regression scenarios only we are going to be valid. We are going to be automate. So so exactly what we are going to be automate? So which are the scenarios we are supposed to be validate repeatedly on an application? Those type of scenarios only we are going to be automate. Why? Because that is, if you automate those type of scenarios, then only it makes sense. Then only it makes sense. Just I want to validate one scenario for once only. Even though if I wrote the application code for them for that also, it's not make sense, right? Then how we can? So here, what is, as I told earlier, regression. What is meant by regression? Regression is nothing but simple, very simple. I'm developing an application. I'm developing an application. That is some kind of mailing application I'm going to develop. So if you want to develop a mailing application, that application is supposed to be have a inbox. Sorry, before that, it's supposed to be have a sign-in page, then inbox page, draft page, send page, outbox page, spam page, compose, compose page. Yes, these type of different pages will be there. So our application. So one thing you are supposed to be adding. Remember, so applications are keep on developing. Like how WhatsApp is getting the update every time, how Facebook is getting the update every time, how apps are keep on updating. So keep on updating is nothing. How WhatsApp is going to be add the features, keep on adding the features, right? So whenever WhatsApp is adding the feature, at the time WhatsApp is supposed to be validate that new feature is working fine or not. At the same time, it's supposed to be validate adding that new feature is not going to be disturb any kind of existing things. That is the only, that is a very important thing. If you are adding a new feature, that new feature is grabbing people's site or not, that's a different scenario. The feature what you are going to be add is going to be successful or not. That is a separate scenario. That is a result you will get after some time. But immediately you'll get a slap if that new result disturb anything, any of existing one. That's why while adding the new features to the existing application, we are supposed to be very clear it's not going to be disturb anything which are already existing in that application. That's why whenever that new application coming, whenever that new feature coming into the picture, yes, is that new feature working fine or not? Is that new feature achieving all the functionalities what we required? All functions are giving the output properly or not? Yes, these all things like unit testing, smoke testing, sanity testing. These all the things coming into that pool. But whenever you are adding the new feature, you're supposed to be validate. Yes, suppose it be valid. Yes, new WhatsApp is added some more feature. Now I can able to add emojis to the each and every user in a call. Yes, now I can able to share the screen in WhatsApp also. So while I'm sharing my screen, if it is going to be eat much bandwidth, it's going to be disturb the quality of call. If it is going to disturb the voice quality, definitely, definitely, it's not a successful feature, right? So sharing a screen is very nice. I can able to share my screen. That screen is visible to everyone with high quality of resolution and everything. That is very very best feature, and that was very good. But at the same time, it's disturbing my voice quality. At the same time, it's consuming high bandwidth. It's eating high bandwidth. and all these things coming into the picture, even though that feature is good, but it is disturbing the neighbor features. So obviously that's a failure feature only. So whenever we are going to be add a new feature, we are supposed to be very clear that feature is not disturbing any of the neighbor features. So that whenever you are adding a new feature, we are going to be test each and everything in that new feature, right? Along with that, our responsibility to validate that neighbor features are not affected. Yes, that we used to call it as a regression testing. That we used to call it as a regression testing. Those regression testing, that things what we validated in regression scenarios, things we are supposed to be validate in entire life. Whenever you're adding a new feature to your application, yes, you are supposed to be go to each and every primary feature to your application, and you have to validate that this feature was not affected by the newly added feature. So as of now, my application is a very small one. Nowadays I'm in a starting of my application. So as of it's having only 3 pages. So if I'm adding any new feature to my application, I supposed to validate in a 3 pages only. That's fine. After 1 year, keep on adding the features. After 5 6 years, my application is having 100 pages right now. Still, still your application is having 100 pages. Still, it's working successfully without any defect. Even though if you are going to be add one not one feature, yes, still you're supposed to be validate. Your first feature is not affected by this one not one feature. Yes, but we are not going to be validate end-to-end testing on the first feature. The key factors which may affect by the new things. Yes, these things we are going to be choose. Those things we have to validate. So the validation, performing the validation of neighbor features while we are adding the new feature is called a regression testing. So performing the neighbor features is a continuous and repeated work whenever you're going to be adding a new feature. That means same kind of validation, same scenarios we are going to be test on entire life of an application. That's why we are going to be automate those type of things. We are going to be validate those type of things. So then only it will save the time and cost. Yes, if you automate them every time, no need to ask a human resource to go and validate that, right? Just you can go to your automation framework. Just you'll select the test cases what you want to run. Just click on run. Then they will execute, and finally after some time you'll get the report. You can able to analyze that. So it will save the time and it will save the cost as well, right? So script, once you develop the script, then that script you can use in entire life. So no need to put any kind of instrument later. Then obviously once you automate it and if you click on the run, it will run very fast. Sometimes even you can't able to identify with your asset. So 70 to 75% is faster than the human execution. So why test coverage? Yes, if sometimes the time bound is very less. Yes, if you want to execute by manual resources, then obviously if its time bound is very less, then you have to reduce the test cases. Then coverage will be decreased. But it's executed 70 to 75% faster so that it can have a capability to cover more number of test cases. So it will have a wide coverage also. And the results what we get from the automation is reliable. There is no missing, there is no made mistakes. So there is no human intervention required. Yes, just if you click on run, that's it, you will get the output. Then final thing, yes, from the output we have to analyze which are pass, which are fail. If something is failed, yes, we have to analyze why it's failed. It's failed due to our scripting issues, it's failed due to the application issues, or something else. Then increase efficiency, if reusability will be increased. Yes, once you write the test case, you can use in entire your life. There is no doubt about that, right? So reusability will be increased. Yes, frequently, whenever you want, just you can click on run. That's it. No need to send emails. No need to ask some other resource to run it. not to spend some lot of time on it. Yes, that's why we will get the more cycles of execution. Then what is the Selenium? So as of now, we discussed about automation, right? Again, in automation, now we are going to be learn the Selenium. So what is the Selenium? Yes, Selenium is simple software. It's a group of software. Selenium is a group of software. By using that software, we can able to automate in web application. Yes, we are supposed to be very clear here. We are using Selenium to automate in web applications. Selenium can able to automate web applications only. So how, what is exactly the Selenium will do? The one advantage, the main feature of Selenium is Selenium can capable of mimic the human behavior. Selenium capable of imitate the human, how exactly human work on the web page. Like how human being able to click, how human being able to type, able to right click, able to drag and drop on a web page, exactly like that. Selenium also can able to do that. That's why instead of asking the human beings, just we are asking Selenium to do these actions. So just I am asking Selenium, so if I'm asking some person to validate is that sign in page working fine or not with these credentials. Obviously, what he will do, then he will open a browser, he will launch a URL, then he will enter the username and password what I given, then click on the sign in. If he is able to see the inbox page, then he can mark it as a pass. If it is not able to see, he can make it as a fail, right? Same thing Selenium can able to do. Selenium can able to open the browser. Selenium can able to type URL into that browser. Then it can able after opening the browser, it can able to type the username, able to type the password, and it will able to click on sign in page also. After click on sign in button, if it is directed to the inbox page, then it can able to asset something. After going to the sign in page, on right top, my profile pic will be displayed. Hi, hello, welcome career IT. Yes, this will be hello career IT. Yes, if you can able to see the hello career IT, that means that's my account. If you can able to see instead of career IT, if you can able to see hello Selenium, that means it's related you to some other account. It's a failure. That also can able to catch. If you are not able to see the hello Selenium, hello career IT, instead of that, if you can able to see the message wrong credentials or something like that, then it's a failure. You can make that fail. And if you can able to see the 404 page, then it's a failure. Yes, these type of validations, these type of assertions, how human being can able to do exactly Selenium can able to do. That's why we are using the Selenium instead of human beings here. So we are having different types of version, different types of Selenium versions here. Selenium IDE, the very first one, Selenium IDE. So Selenium IDE is nothing but Selenium Integrated Development Environment. So Selenium IDE is just an add-on. It's not a software. No need to install anything. It's a browser and an add-on. You can able to add to your browser. So as per my knowledge, while in 2017 itself, Selenium officially deprecated Selenium IDE from the market. Then again, once DevOps coming into the picture, yes, Selenium IDE is very much required at the time. Yes, again they introduced. So before deprecation, Selenium IDE is only add-on for the Firefox browser. So now they release for different browsers. So now again you can able to add your Selenium IDE to any kind of browser. The main functionality of Selenium IDE here is you can able to record the actions what you are going to be do on your browser. You can able to record, you can able to save, and you can able to play back those records whenever you want. That's one thing. Then Selenium RC is another version of Selenium RC. Selenium RC is nothing but remote control. Now there is no more in market. Selenium RC was deprecated. Then Selenium WebDriver and Selenium Grid. Now we are going to be discuss in this course. We are going to be discussing about Selenium WebDriver. Now, so Selenium Grid is another thing. Whenever we are trying to execute a script on multiple systems of different environments, then we are using Selenium Grid. Okay. Now we are talking about Selenium WebDriver. In this course, we are going to learn Selenium WebDriver. So Selenium is a software. By using the WebDriver software, it can able to communicate with the browser, and it can able to do the actions on the browser what we required. So we are having a lot of software tools in market, right? A lot of software testing tools in market. Then why we have to choose only Selenium? So any particular reason for that? So yes, the main reason I can able to say, the one of the main reason is a freeware. Freeware. So no need to pay anything to that one. It's totally free. Um, just a minute. Yes, it's totally free. That's why open source it is. Then it supports multiple browsers. Like script what you developed, the same script without any changes you can able to run on multiple browsers. So like you can able to run Chrome, IE, Firefox, Opera, Safari, Edge. Yes, it supports multiple browsers. So some of the nearest browsers, so some of the so sorry, some of the competitors in the market. So even though some of the paid tools also not supporting, not giving the multiple browser support. So this is one of the main advantages. Then supports multiple programming languages. Yes, you can able to use Selenium along with the Java or Python or C Sharp or C, C++. Yes, multiple things we can able to. Then it supports multiple operating systems also. It supports multiple operating systems is nothing bad. Yes, sir. Yes, it supports multiple operating systems. So some of the competitor tools they may support only Windows or like some of the things, some limitations is there, but you can able to work on any operating system like Windows, Unix, Mac. It supports multiple framework. Yes, then obviously lot of user base is there for the Selenium, so that you will get the solutions, you will get the support very easily in simple Google search. So just let me show how we can able to automate the things in a high level. Yes. So here you can able to see one web page. So this is orange HRM web page. This is kind of demo website. We can able to use it for automation practice. Okay. Let me confirm. My voice is clear, right? Can anyone please confirm? My screen and voice is clear, right? Okay. Yeah. Fine. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, now your voice and screen is clear.
Okay. Thank you. So here, so
Okay.
this is a web page. This web page is a demo page from our Orange HRM. So just we can use it for the right practice purpose right now. So here, so my requirement, I want to open a Chrome browser. Then I want to launch this user URL. Then I have to enter the username and password. Click on the login. Okay. So here we are supposed to be enter the admin 123. Then I need to click on the login, right? So how we are going to be automating here? So I'm not going to be talking about the setup of Selenium and everything here. It's time consuming. Just I'm showing you the high level things how we are going to be. So WebDriver. So WebDriver is a Selenium interface. We are calling it. Then we are assigning some nickname for that one. Then now driver is a Selenium. You can communicate with the Selenium by calling as a driver. Then driver, just I want to open Chrome driver, right? Please open new. So here in Java point of view, we are calling it as an object creation. So just for the understand purpose, just I'm telling, yes, we are asking to open the Chrome driver. So what happened now? If I'm executing up to here, you can able to observe. Just let me execute these two lines of the code. Yes, it's running. My first script is taking some time. Yes, you can see here. It's opened a browser. It's a Chrome browser. You can able to see. Let's launch this browser. This is a very new browser. It's a new instance you can able to observe here. Yes, I wrote the script up to launching a new Chrome browser only. That's why you can able to see this browser itself here only. So at the same time, you can observe this is a very new Chrome instance. That's why this Chrome is not having any of my add-ons, any of my account details and everything. So it's a very fresh instance. So it's not going to have any of your account details or add-ons something here. So Selenium always, whenever you ask Selenium to open a browser, it's going to be open a very fresh instance of a browser with a fresh profile. Okay. So after opening this driver, I want to launch a I want to launch a URL. Then again, driver dot get. So this is a function to open a URL in a browser. So here you're supposed to pass your URL in a string format. Just you can go there and you can copy this URL and you can paste here. That's it. Now it's going to be launched the URL. Okay. Then I am asking thread.sleep is nothing but just I'm asking Java to pause the execution for some time. For 500,000 milliseconds, I'm asking. Why? Because sometimes my application might be slow and my execution will be fast. Some kind of synchronization issues will come into the picture to make at the same time to make it clear to to make it clear visibility for observation. Okay. Then after that, I want to enter the username, right? Yes. So if I ask you people to enter the username and password, you yes, obviously you aware about the things and you can able to read that oh this is a username field, so I can able to enter. I are supposed to be enter here. Yes. But if I'm asking some layman to enter the username, obviously that person is not able to identify that one, right? Even Selenium itself is a layman. Selenium is don't know about anything. Selenium just it will follow the commands what we are passing. That's it. Simple. Selenium simply it will follow the commands what we are assigned. Then, if you want to do some work by using the Selenium, yes, you are supposed to be passed two factors, two important inputs to the Selenium. One is where Selenium supposed to be work and what work it need to do. Where it's supposed to be do the work, yes, that address. As per my requirement, need to be enter username into this field. So where Selenium supposed to be work on this username field. This username field address I need to pass to the Selenium. How I can able to get that? Yes, you can go there and you can inspect it. Yes, whenever you right click on it and click on inspect here, you can see it's open one tab here. This we used to call it as a developer mode. Under developer mode, one tag was highlighted. This is the tag which is representing this particular username field. Okay, so it's having input, name, placeholder, and everything, right? Yes. So here, this is the tag. We can discuss deeply about these things in a class. It's consuming time. Okay. Here, I want to use a name attribute. So you can take like how we are having a class, how we are having in a class different students. So each and every student is having their own attribute, right? So might be names might be duplicate. Sometimes we can identify with if names are duplicate. Sometimes we may identify with the roll number, the father name. Each and every student is having roll number, admission ID, father name, surname, section, class, how we are having. Yes, these are the different types of attributes. So I want to identify this field by using the name attribute. Then you can go, hello driver, please find a element by using name attribute. Why? Because I'm copying it, right? I copied this one. By using name attribute, that name is username. I copied that one. After identifying that, so if I'm asking you to enter the username, yes, anyone please. If I'm asking you to enter the username, what is the action it required? What is the action it required? Manual action.
Some keys.
Sorry.
The user will give the some keys or the
Exactly. So normal here, whenever some person asks you, whenever you ask some person to enter the username, they required a type. They are supposed to be type the username. The same human action typing action is going to be replaced by the Selenium with a method send keys. Send keys is nothing but how we are typing. Okay. So here we are supposed to be part of it's going to be enter the admin. I'm adding some more time slip here for the observation. Then again, okay. Now I want to enter the password. So if I ask someone to enter it manually, either from here, supposed to click on tab, or with your mouse, you're supposed to be mouse over here, like that, to make sure it's entering there. Like that, we are supposed to give the address also, right, to the Selenium. Yes, this is a tag which is representing password field. That's why while I'm mouse hovering on this particular tag, it's highlighting here. So it's also having a name. Just copy it. Go there. Hello driver. Please find an element by using name attribute. Name is that would value is this one. After identifying it, please type password as admin123. That's it. Then again wait for 5 seconds. So after that, after entering username and password, my requirement is click on this login button, right? So go and inspect that button as well. Okay, see here. I'm having a submit type is there. So if you are having ID, name, class, text, or link text, then you can able to use it directly. If you are not having those type of attributes, Selenium will not able to identify directly by using another attributes kind of type or something else. So we are supposed to write an XPath. So XPath syntax for the XPath. So this is XPath is anything there. You can copy there. Var dot file element by dot. Now identify by using the XPath. Then what is XPath? I should put this one. After identifying it, just I want to click on it. We have a function for that dot click. It's just I'm going to run it. Yes, it's entered the username and it's entered the password. Now it's going to click on the login. Yes, it's clicked on login. Next is navigating to the next page. Yes, it's navigating to the dashboard page. Yes. So your login was successful. That's why we are in this page. That's why we are logging to the dashboard page. Here you can able to see. So this is the way generally how we are going to be do high level automation. So this is kind of a demo. So any questions from anyone as of now? What we discussed?
Hello, Vivek.
Yeah, yeah, hi.
Ask some doubt. I have some doubt.
Yeah,
Static,
please.
we can changes the any web page or dynamic will be changes of the web page.
Sorry, Ravi, I didn't understand.
Also, taking on a web page,
Uh-huh.
if you have any changes in the static of the any code or delete, we can possible the static or dynamic.
Ravi, your voice is not clear, Ravi. Can you bit loud and slow?
Hello, audible.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The any web page, we can change
Uh,
the delete the static possible or dynamic will possible.
Everything is fine. Everything is possible. Even the dynamic. So dynamic things. So your question is, if I'm taking some page, so in that page I can able to automate only static or dynamic things also I can able to automate. That is your question, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So yes. So if so here is static and dynamic is keep on the what type of dynamics it is. Everything is fine. Everything is possible. So almost we can able to handle all kind of dynamic things. So sometimes it's not might be possible with the Selenium with Java. So in that scenario, we are going to use JavaScript executor. Yes, we can able to achieve it. So that's why
The dynamic.
what type of tool we are going to be choose is going to be decided by considering all the things. Yeah, yeah, please, Ravi.
Continue, continue.
Yeah, by considering all the things, we are tool take selection will be decided. Yeah.
Okay, dynamic will be possible to the any changes. The static will be cannot any changes the static web pages, right?
If it is a dynamic web page or a static web page, anything we can able to automate.
Yeah, okay. We can changes the dynamic or delete or changes.
Yes, if it is a dynamic web page, the things are going to be changed. Like I'll give you the example. Suppose I have a I have two drop downs. The first drop down is a country drop down, and next drop down is a state drop down. So based on the country what I selected in the first drop down, the second drop down options are going to be changed. In that scenario, second drop down is a dynamic drop down, right? That is like that only you're asking, right? In your point of view,
Yeah,
dynamic is my example is correct.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, we can able to handle those type of things. It's not a big deal.
Okay,
Sometimes like a table is there, a table number of rows in a table might be varying, number of columns is might be varying, then how we are can able to handle. Sometimes a table is there, from the table you want to choose some where your name is there. Your table is there with five columns, one table is there with five columns and five rows, total 25 cells is there. Out of 25 cells, where is the ravi I supposed to be fetch, which cell is contains the ravi as supposed to fetch. So name the name in a table is keep on varying. Sometimes in first cell, sometimes at 10th cell, sometimes at 25th cell. Even though we can able to handle that type of things, also. That is also example for dynamic tables. Yes, we can able to handle that.
okay, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Vivek.
Anyone? Yeah. Thank you. Anyone else having any question? Okay. Then we can go forward. So why we have to choose the selenium only? These are the different tactics. So everything. So why we have to choose the selenium is no. Is if we know the market of selenium, that's why we came to here. So that's why I don't want to explain some more about here. You people know about the market of selenium. You will know about the openings in selenium. That's why you came here to learn the selenium. And how much Java needed. Yes. So here, these codes are designed for a people who are not having any knowledge about Java. Yes, if you are not having any Java background, if you are not having any coding background, you don't know about any Java, there's no need to worry. So we are going to be teach from the basic like how to install Java. From that point, we are going to be teach everything. So how much Java required for the Selenium? So what is the core concepts of Java? What are the core Java concepts? Each and everything we are going to be decide here. We are going to start from the how to install, then what is a class, what is an object, then conditional statements, then loops, then concepts of array, then concepts of collections, how we can able to handle the exceptions, how to handle the like how to handle JDBC, how to handle files, like how to read data from the external files like Excel sheets or property files. Yes, these are all the things we are going to be covering. So we are going to be start from very basic in Java. So no need to worry if you are not having any coding background. Yes, we are going to be cover each and everything. So once this course starts with Java, once Java completed, it will take nearly 25 days. Once Java completed, then only we are moving to the Selenium. So initial first day and second day we are talking about Selenium IDE for the knowledge, high level knowledge. Then we are moving to here. So that's why we are going to be discuss top each topic in a day, and we are going to practice it. We will practice parallelly. Then only we are going to be learn the Selenium. So first we are going to be cover entire Java, then Selenium, then TestNG, then framework design. That is the flow. Yeah, yeah, that's it from my end. So any questions? Yes, please. Yeah, that's it from my end. If you have anyone having any questions, yes, please.
No more any questions.
Okay. Even you can pin your questions in chat. I can answer that. Okay, then if no more questions, yes, we can drop off. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you all.